$20 light, $200 light. Oh wow. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ernest Ramos. I ride electric skateboards and review stuff. So, got a package come in. Yeah, let's start unboxing this. I just murdered this box. There we go. See, I bought two because I'm replacing both lights on the skateboard. These are by Rockbros. They claim an 800 lumen light. So, ooh, yeah, this is the entire thing is aluminum. Lens is plastic, of course. I'm not gonna shine the light down the camera because I know how annoying that is. Well, some people do that, but I won't. So this is what I'm really interested in, the mount, because I don't know if this mount will fit my truck. This mount went that way because of the vibration, and then the light just hit the ground and it broke it. So yeah, that light no longer works. Yeah, it just might. So the mount is all plastic. It feels light, but the plastic it's not the cheap kind of plastic. Inside there are soft foam inserts here, which would help in gripping whichever handlebar that the light slides in from the front, like so. Looks to be a secure mount. And to a release, you just press this tab and slide forward. So this is the Rockbros V9C. It has a Cree XPL LED with 800 lumens, 4 mode settings. You have the blinker or the breathing thingy, and you have low, medium, and high. The website claims a 200-meter light distance. It has an 85-degree arc. So the lens is acrylic. It is IPX6 waterproof, which means it can take up to heavy jets of water. It is USB rechargeable. It has a built-in 18650 battery with 2500 milliampere hours of capacity. This is the boosted beams. And right next to it, this is the new headlights that I have on the Rampage. You can see it's really much brighter than the boosted beams. Yeah, so this is the high setting, which is the 800 lumens. This is the breathe mode. This is the low setting, which roughly matches the boosted beams. That's the lowest setting. Then you got the mid setting and the high beams. $20 light, $200 light. In front of my hand there, you can still see features of my fingers. It's not totally overexposed. And this one, well, good luck seeing my hand there. There, you can see the separation of my fingers a bit, and yeah, it's just a blob of white there, and the other one. See, the main thing that I love with the boosted beams though is that, one, you got working brake lights, and of course you can switch it off with the remote. Coming to the most interesting part of the test is how long would this light last. So I got a control. So this is the we are at 800 lumens set. We have both lights fully charged, same brightness setting. I'm going to switch this off so that we got something to compare to. So yeah, that'll be staying on. I'll get back after maybe 30 minutes. We'll see. Okay, so I might abort this test because it is getting a bit hot, just 10 minutes in. So I might redo this, but this time in just the middle setting. But 10 minutes in compared to the fully charged one, yeah, of course, as expected, barely a difference. This is take 2 of the test. This is now set to medium. I had to let this cool down a bit. It's still a little warm, but I think that'll do. We'll see if it gets hotter faster. So I'll switch this off and I'll come back to it in 30 minutes. 30 minutes is done. Let's see how much different the light is now compared to the fully charged one. Alright, I can tell visually there isn't much difference yet between the 2 lights. They are still almost equally bright. Of course, this one is a tiny bit dimmer. We'll come back again in another 30 minutes to see how this goes. We're in 1 hour now running this lights on the mid setting. It's less warm than it was a while ago. So I guess now that the battery has run down, things have started to cool down a bit. So how does it compare to a freshly charged light at the same setting? So comparing here, it's not going to show that well on video because of how everything just gets blown up by the light. I can tell that this one is starting to noticeably dim. So it's still pretty bright, but slightly dimmer. The center of the light is not as bright as the center of this light. So cover that up. Cover this up. Yeah, only slightly dimmer. So 1 hour through, this thing is going pretty well. Let's turn that off. So I don't usually ride for more than 1 hour. So I guess at 1 hour, the performance of this light is more than enough. I give this a pass. Even at $25, I think this light is pretty good. So we'll come back in another 30 minutes to see how much power this thing still has left. Another 30 minutes is done, and this is about 1.5 hours now. Yeah, it's just warm now. It's not really hot. Let's see how it compares to a freshly charged one. Yeah. So that's the fresh one. It's still almost the same. It's only slightly less bright. Let's compare it to Shredlights, the old Shredlights. See, you can barely see the Shredlights there. There's a Shredlight, and here we are. Mind you, these are the old Shredlights, the version 1, and these are fully charged. And then when we, yeah, you can see the difference there. I'm gonna put that there. Everything gets blown out there. Okay, some conclusions. Yeah, I think at $20, this light is a very, very good deal. I like its aluminum construction. It's one piece. It's essentially one tube. The end cap is separate, but it's also aluminum, and it's attached by 4 Allen screws, I think. Yeah. One thing I like about this is, if you can see, there's a hood above the light. In theory, you won't break the lens when you hit something head on. One thing that I'm not sure if it would last long is this charge port cover. There's a very thin lip here. Focus, come on, focus, come on. Which goes into that recessed area there. That might be a little too easy to pop out. As you can see there, you really have to find the optimum position to ensure that it is inserted there properly. So in terms of heat, I mentioned that it started what I thought was overheating at 800 lumens. upon reading on other forums, they said that for aluminum bodied lights like this, that is pretty normal. Now, when I tested it at 800 lumens, I was in this room, the air conditioner was off. It wasn't really that cool and there was no airflow over the light. Maybe when you're riding outside, there's some air blowing over it. It's probably not going to be as hot. Case in point, I switched on the air conditioner a while ago, and at the 600 lumen setting, which was the mid-range, it became very warm to only warm. I really wish I had a temperature gun so that I could show you how hot or cold it was, but yeah, limited budget. So is this going to be better than something like a Shredlight? Well, for me, I think it only works well because I am riding what is essentially an Evolve clone. So anything that is by Evolve, Onboard, or any of those quote-unquote AT boards out there right now, this would probably work. And it would also work with mountain boards because these boards have very wide trucks, and you can mount these lights on the trucks. On a normal board, however, like here my Boosted Mini, there really isn't any space to mount this except down here in the truck. Well, on top it's not going to work because it's a short board, but if I mount it under, those mounts won't work. So now obviously this is a bike light, it's not meant for skateboards, so it's understandable that the mounts aren't purpose-built for skateboards. And I think that's where the Shredlights come in. They have really good mounts. They mount nice and cleanly on almost any board, and I think that's what you're paying for when you buy those Shredlights. Speaking of Shredlights, I still have my Shredlights installed underneath. I usually use these as blinkers. Back then, these lights were, I thought these lights were bright, but now that I've used other kinds of lights, I realized that the old versions of the Shredlights was just good enough for you to be seen, but not good enough for you to see. I wanted to try this out tonight, but as the hours go by, I am starting to doubt that I would be able to do that because look at that weather. So I didn't go for a ride tonight because the roads are still pretty wet and it's getting late. But yep, here's how it looks like. It's got nice illumination up front. I have it set slightly downwards because when you ride, the board flexes and it starts tilting upwards, and when it does that, yeah, it illuminates pretty well. Let's try the higher setting. There we go. Yeah. Let's lock the exposure so you can see how it looks like when you turn it off. There we go. And back on. One light, two lights. Not bad, I think. This is the breathing mode. It's not that bright. And you have low, medium, and high. And if you turn it off, this is roughly how dark it is right now, so that's pretty accurate. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you found this video informative, and if you have any questions about this light, please leave them in the comments below. I answer every comment that I can. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, see ya.